Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I am Damien, father of the bride, if you don't know me, and it is with great pleasure that I have the honour of making the first speech this evening. I haven't spoken in public since my own wedding, and Suzanne can tell you how well that went. I know Andrew, you and Jimmy are both chomping at the bit to stand and speak, but give me a short time, about 30-40 minutes should do, while I speak about Louise and a bit about you too, Andrew. On behalf of Suzanne and myself, we would like to thank you all for being here on this wonderful day, and especially those who have travelled a distance to celebrate with us at this beautiful venue of Ballymagarvey. Well, Andrew, I can tell you that Louise has all the attributes of the perfect bride. She is beautiful, as we can see today. She is smart and loving to a fault. When I saw you this afternoon, I just thought how stunning you really are. So much so, you really did take my breath away. I was so proud to be able to walk you down the aisle. On this important day, I can only reflect how you and Matthew, and of course Suzanne, have cared for me and loved me during the recent difficult times I have had with my health. It has been a great incentive for me to be well for today, to be the father of the bride you deserve, Louise. All dads, I am sure, dream of walking their daughters down the aisle and giving a warm speech. Family is everything in our house, and I want to thank you all for everything you have done for me. It is what has kept me going. Louise, you have always excelled in all you have done. I don't want to embarrass you too much, but I feel it is only right to mention your achievements, not only academically, but in sport too. Louise, you graduated from Queen's in 2014 with a distinction in dentistry, which I can say is not easy to achieve. She was able to combine the heavy workload with playing on the Queen's first 11 and all the training and travelling that this required. She was also elected Vice President of the Belfast Dental Students Association, and I know she thoroughly enjoyed her term in office. As someone once said, Louise is a good time manager. As a teenager, Louise represented Ulster
Just keep going.
In tennis and in hockey, gaining many caps from under 14 level up to under 18 level. But your most important quality is your unselfish love, and I would like to pay credit to Suzanne at this point for instilling in Louise these vital qualities for a happy home life. I truly believe you will carry these qualities through into your own marriage, and indeed with the family you and Andrew someday may have. If you don't know by now, I am so proud of you, not only today, but always. Now, Andrew, your turn. Maybe I should start with some advice. Louise, as you know, likes things done her way. No different from any woman, I suppose. It reminds me of a plaque on our wall. I married Miss Right, I just didn't know her name was always. Which leads me on to a story which has advice in it. Louise, aged 17, was learning to drive and was out at the front of our house practicing her reversing. Suzanne's mother, Bibi, you all know baby, was watching out the window and noticed Louise was very close to the corner of the wall. She thought she should mention this to Louise, which came the reply, "I like it like that." "Okay," says baby. Very poor, very poor. And went back into the house to finish off what she was doing. A few minutes later, a loud knock at the front door, with Louise crying, "Oh, my mum's going to kill me. I've taken the wing mirror off. So my advice to you, Andrea, is if she makes a mistake, just remember to tell her. She likes it that way." Before I even met you, Andrea, I had a bit of an insight into the type of man you are. On the morning of Louise's graduation, she rang us from her house and asked, did any of us send her flowers, to which we said no. She was a bit surprised at their arrival, as she wasn't going out with anyone at the time, but she was talking to this guy on Tinder, or whatever the feck you call it. So maybe they could be from him. Well, this really did impress me, and I instantly had good vibes about him. Anyway, they were to start dating about a month later. We were introduced to Andrew in the Albany in Belfast. Tallish, slim young man came in with Louise, and I have to say, did seem a bit shy at first, but instantly I felt a warmth about him, even though he is English. Louise told me afterwards she thought she had met the man for her. He was sporty, outdoorish, and could bake well. How many men can do that? She told me they met on this Tinder thing, and he was going back to England in a few months, and their relationship would then involve a lot of travel. I would like to say it wasn't easy for them with all the weekend travel and flights, but I knew if they were prepared to do it, they could do anything. So anyway, they dated for about 2 years, and then one day I got a text from Andrew asking me was I free for lunch in the great room in the Merchant. He was flying over as there was something he wanted to ask me. I went, and there he was, perfectly dressed, shook my hand and led me into the table. We talked generally for a while, and then I said, "So what do I owe the pleasure?" And he jokingly replied, "Oh, I flew over to ask you and Suzanne what you wanted for Christmas." Well, it certainly broke the ice. And I'm sure you've all guessed by now he was there to ask for Louise's hand in marriage. I have to say, you do things well, Andrew. As not long after that came the fantastic proposal and all the surprise and the effort that you put into that too. Andrew, I would like to welcome you at this point into our family, along with your parents, Susan and Peter. You both are welcome in our home at any time. Could I also thank you both for all your contributions that have also gone into today. Orla, can I just say how beautiful you also look today, and can we thank you for the amazing job you have done as Matron of Honour, not only today, but over the last year. With all the help and support you have given Louise. The hen weekend was superb by all accounts, the bits I heard about anyway. I know how much a good friend you are to Louise, and this can't be emphasised enough. Thank you. Amelia, our little flower girl, how beautiful you are too, and what a good job you've done. It's not easy being 2.5 and having to sit through a grown-up affair, So thank you for being so good. So could I finish by saying, Louise, you will always be my beautiful girl, my gorgeous girl. Our door will always be open, as I know yours will be too. I truly believe you will commit to a happy and loving marriage with Andrew. And I wish you both, from the bottom of my heart, all the best in the years to come. All my love now and always, your adoring Papa Bear. So could I just ask you all to stand up, raise your glasses and toast the bride and groom, Louise and Andrew.
Bravo. Well done. Very well done.